laying down on our backs. And I invite you to do that in any way that feels good for you. So you could extend the legs long and straight. You could have the knees bent. You could drop them in or out. Place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And as you close the eyes, just feel the attention start to drop in. Take a full breath in through the nose. A soft, long sigh out the mouth. And begin to feel the whole exterior shell soften. And as you feel the outside begin to relax, turn the attention more inward. Noticing the beat of the heart. Noticing the rhythm of the breath. Noticing how, as you arrive here on your mat, they start to slow down. And then notice the same thing with the mind. As you begin to become more aware of the thoughts. The thoughts themselves begin to slow. Maybe you start to become more aware of the space between the thoughts. Using this time on your mat today to begin to create a little bit more space. Space in the mind, space in the body, space in the heart. So easy for us to get into this rhythm of life that can feel so busy and rushed and sometimes chaotic and overwhelming. Use this time on the mat to start to slow down. Just to create a little bit of breath between all of the doing. Begin to fall now into a very deliberate rhythm of breath. One that feels slower than your typical breath rhythm, but that also feels natural and sustainable. And then keeping that rhythm of the breath, go ahead and step your feet flat and hip width apart. Bring your hands onto your hips. As you inhale, think of cow spine. Try to increase the curve of the lower back. And then keeping your butt on the mat, as you exhale, think of cat spine. Try to press the lower back down as you scoop the belly in and up. Inhale into cow, lifting the lower back. Exhale into cat, pressing the lower back. 3 more, mobilize the pelvis. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. 1 more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Hold your cat spine, seal the lower back, and lift your right leg to tabletop. Keep cat, keep sealing the lower back, also lift your left leg to tabletop. Keep cat, keep that low back sealed. As you inhale, touch right big toe to the mat. Exhale back to tabletop. Inhale, left foot touches. Exhale, lift. 4 more on each side. Just focus on keeping that cat spine. Keeping that slow and steady rhythm of the breath. Starting to connect to this deep core strength. This heat, this power, this stability from the core of you. 1 more on each side. And then step the feet flat, hands by your hips. Inhale, think cow. Exhale, back to cat. This time, press into the feet, lift the hips for bridge pose. Keep feeling that cat-like tuck of the pelvis, so the tailbone wraps towards the inner knees, and then lift the hips a little higher. As you bring your hips to the mat, hug your knees into your chest. Holding onto your legs, rock them forward. Rock your body up and find boat pose. Knees together, lift the chest. Squeezing the knees together, sit up just a little bit taller. And then the bottoms of the feet together, knees open wide. Holding onto the ankles, sit tall. And then just start to lean forward and drop your head. Just feel that space that you're creating along the entire back side of the body. Gently lift your chest back up, close the knees together back into your boat pose. This time, create a little bit more space within the pose. More space in the breath, in the spine, in the mind. And then step your feet flat and lay on your back. 3 times, 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, bridge pose, hips up. Exhale, hips down, hug legs in. Inhale, rock up to boat. Bottoms of feet together, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift back to boat. Exhale, feet down, lay down. Twice more, inhale, bridge. Exhale, hips down, hug legs in. Inhale, rock up to boat. Bottoms of feet together, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift back to boat. Exhale, feet down, lay down. Last time, inhale, bridge. Exhale, hips down, hug legs in. Inhale, up to boat. Bottoms of feet together, exhale, fold. Inhale, lift to boat. Exhale, lay down, hug your legs into your chest, and then drop your legs to the left for 3 full breaths. Feel the wings span wide. And take your knees to the right. And then rolling towards your legs through the fetal position. And take yourself all the way around to downward facing dog. In your down dog, begin by pedaling the feet. Spread the fingers. Lift the hips. And then turn those pedals into steps as you begin to walk your feet to your hands. At the top of your mat, shift the weight into the heels. Bend your knees for chair pose. Slide your hands down, touch your thighs. As you inhale, pull elbows back, lift the chest and chin. Exhale, pull the belly in, tuck the chin to the chest. Twice more, inhale. Exhale, think cat-cow. One more, inhale, head and hips back. Exhale, tuck head and hips forward. Inhale, stand up, reach arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up, find more space than before. Exhale, fold forward, soft knees, drop your head and hands. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen spine. Hands down, exhale, step left foot back. Inhale, step right foot back. Rock forward, exhale, lower half or all the way. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift right leg up. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Keep your feet, inhale, both legs straight. Exhale, rebend the front knee. Twice more, use blocks if they help. Inhale, legs straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, legs straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, step forward to an open chest. Exhale, drop your head, let it go. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees. Exhale, stand up, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, left foot back. Rock forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, heart open. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, foot forward. Keep your feet, inhale, legs straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, legs straight. Exhale, bend. One more, inhale, legs straight. Exhale, bend. Inhale, step forward, open the chest a little more. Exhale, drop your head, release. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up a little higher each time. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, step or float. Inhale, up dog, heart breaks free. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 full breaths. Maybe the eyes close. Inhale, lift right leg up. Exhale, place the foot between the hands. Right arm reaches forward to the ceiling, to the back foot, and the floor. Keep those circles going and follow your hand with your eyes. If it makes you dizzy at all, just move slower. Switch the direction of the circles. Keep following the hand with the eyes. Catch your arm on your next upswing. Place the right forearm on the right thigh. Spin the left foot flat and reach left hand for left foot. Left arm to ceiling. To the front of your space and the floor. Keep going, follow that hand with your eyes. And again, if it throws the balance or makes you dizzy, just move slower. Switch the direction. Allow the arm to guide you up into reverse triangle. Straighten the legs as you reach through that side body. Keep the legs straight, up and forward, extended triangle. Can you create more space through the spine? More space in the breath. More space between the thoughts. Bend your front knee, inhale, reverse warrior, big long side reach. Exhale, hands frame the right foot, runner's lunge. Inhale, look forward. Step on your right foot, exhale, standing split. Bring your nose as close to your right shin as you can, maybe even onto it. As you inhale, press the lifted leg higher. As you exhale, bend both of your knees, curl into a little ball. Hold on to your left knee with the hands and stand up. Left ankle over right thigh, figure 4 chair pose. Bend your standing knee. Feet together, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, pick up your heels. Heels together, knees apart. Lift the belly up, place hands down, crow pose practice. How can you create space within this practice, within this pose? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, foot forward. Left arm forward. To the ceiling. To the back of your space and the floor. And then keep those circles going, following the hand with the eyes. Switch the direction. Slow down if you need to. Catch the arm on the upswing and place left forearm to left thigh. Spin the right foot flat and reach right hand for right foot. Reach right arm to ceiling. To the front of your space and the floor, and then keep those circles going. Follow the hand with the eyes. Switch the direction. Let the arm guide you into reverse triangle. Straighten the legs as you reach. Up and forward extended triangle. Bend your left knee forward, reverse warrior, big stretch. Circle the hands to frame the left foot. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, standing split. Hands on blocks is a great idea. Get your nose as close to your left leg as you can. Inhale, press your lifted leg higher. Exhale, bend both knees. Hands to the right knee as you stand all the way up with it. Ankle over thigh, figure four chair pose. Bend your standing knee. Feet to the mat, inhale, chair pose. Hands to prayer, twist to the right. You could stay. If a side crow is meaningful to you, you could take a side crow. Inhale, center, chair arms by ears. Hands to prayer, exhale, twist to the left. Again, you could stay. You could take it into your side crow. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand up. Hands to your heart, close the eye. Feel you here. In space that you have created within your body, within your breath, within your mind. Take the deepest breath in of your day so far. Open the eyes as you breathe out. Lift your heels. Lift them higher. Slowly start to bend the knees. Keep going. Once you find your lowest point, reach your arms forward. Keep reaching forward, shift the hips back, let the spine round, and then gently land on your bum. Separate the feet hip width apart and lay all the way down. Pressing into your feet, lift your hips up for bridge pose. Hopefully notice that this bridge feels a little more spacious than the first one that we took today. You could stay. Maybe hands by shoulders and press up into full wheel. Gently return your spine to the mat and let your knees drop back and forth, just side to side. Back to center, hug your legs into your chest. Drop the legs over to the left, 3 full breaths to open the chest. Switch sides. Happy baby pose. Draw your legs together, wrap your arms around your shin. And in the most natural way for your body, find your way to sit. Join your hands in front of your heart. Bow your chin in gratitude to yourself for finding this space within your day for you. The light within me acknowledges and reflects the light within each of you. Namaste.